25th leg of the Sports First Come to Krida program commences. Now on to those stories in detail. The Hindu newspaper reported that a senior member of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Subramaniam Swamy, has urged the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Jayalalitha Jayaraman, to hold a meeting with Sri Lanka President Mahinda Rajapaksa on the ongoing Indo-Lanka fishermen crisis. The newspaper further stated that Swamy had expressed these statements in response to a letter written by the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu to Indian Premier Narendra Modi. Swamy had pointed out that the fishing community of Jaffna have raised concerns over the violation of the maritime boundary of the northern region of Sri Lanka. The Hindu newspaper further stated that Subramaniam Swamy had urged the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu to tour the northern region of Sri Lanka in order to ascertain the situation. The Trincomalee District Coordination Committee meeting was held at the Trincomalee District Secretariat yesterday. The meeting was held under the auspices of Deputy Minister Susantha Punchanilami.
A large number of public representatives and government officials took part in the meeting. A total of 1.1 billion rupees has been allocated for the development of the Trincomalee district this year. Discussions were held on the issues pertaining to various projects implemented in the district.
A number of large projects that came to us last year slipped away. What can I do? If these government officials prepare the necessary estimates and carry out their work in a proper manner, then these projects wouldn't slip away. When this happens, all the blame comes to us. We need to reconstruct this tank. When I asked the DEO as to how much this would cost, he says around 2 million. How can he make such an estimate without carrying out the necessary calculations? How much will it cost to build a road? 6 million. These are all prices that they make up according to their fancies. They use these values to make the estimates, and then a majority of them run short of funds.
News First is the most trusted news website in Sri Lanka, using a multi-platform responsive layout for a richer user experience. Our news reporting is verified, unbiased, balanced and fearless. We are Sri Lanka's most powerful social media network. Millions trust News First. That's why we are number one. Access our content on the web, Twitter, Facebook and YouTube. News First. Your life, our news.
The Department of Animal Production and Health received the ISO 9001-2008 certification yesterday. A special function to mark the occasion was held at the department centre located in Gannorua.
The ISO 9001-2008 standard certification was presented by the Deputy Minister of Livestock and Rural Community Development, HR Maithripala. These are issues pertaining to teachers' transfers. Some teachers remain in the same school for 15 to 20 years. There is no proper policy on teacher transfers. There are numerous barriers for talented people to reach teaching positions. We say that there is a dearth of principals. We have to challenge the existing program to select principals. There are many reforms that have been put in place in the education sector. We have identified 1,000 schools and we are creating Mahindodaya laboratories to them. We will be donating 60 computers to each school to develop its literacy. We have handed over computers to over 40 schools. This will decide the future of our children.
A fire broke out in a set of line homes located in the Udamulavatta area in Lejarwatta, Haliyala.
According to our correspondent, the fire broke out at around 9 p.m. yesterday. Nearly 7 homes were damaged in the fire. Meanwhile, a fire which broke out yesterday in a reserve located in close proximity to the 8 Mile Post area in Uduvara, Haliyala has been doused. Around 10 acres of reserve were destroyed due to the fire.
Minister of Power and Energy Pavitra Vanyarachi says that the government will provide electricity to all areas in the island by the end of this year. She made this statement at an event held in Colombo yesterday.
The event was held to introduce new electricity meters. Minister of Economic Development Basil Rajapaksa was also present at the event.
Since coming into power in 2005, we have been building power plants and have visited some of the projects to the public. Many companies which were running at a loss have been able to incur a 12,000 billion profit last year because of the contribution made by projects such as the Norat Chole power plant. Today there are no power cuts. Our aim is to provide electricity to all parts of the island by the end of this year. We are working towards this goal. It's a victorious day as Sri Lanka defeated England by 100 runs to claim victory in the second test of the series played at Leeds and thereby secure a 1-0 series win. The Lankans clinched victory in a nail-biting encounter that went down to the penultimate ball of the fifth and final day of the match.
England was set a target of 350 runs on the final day of the second test against Sri Lanka with 5 wickets down. However, a patient 67-run partnership between Joe Root and Moeen Ali, which caused unease to the Sri Lankan bowlers, came to an end when Nuwan Pradeep made a breakthrough when he dismissed Root. Thamika Prasad sent Matt Pryor back to the dressing room for 10 runs and claimed a 5-wicket haul. Chris Jordan scored 62 runs while Stuart Broad did not bother the scorers.
Chris Jordan,
If not, he...
that's the one they're asking for. They've been given.
The partnership of 21 runs of 121 deliveries between Moeen Ali and James Anderson delayed hopes for the Sri Lankans for historic victory. Playing his second test, Moeen Ali scored his maiden century of 281 balls whilst remaining on the field for nearly 6 hours and 25 minutes. All hope was rested on the hands of Shaminda Iranga to ease the Sri Lankans through to victory, and hopes were sealed when James Anderson was caught in the 5th delivery.
Up in the air, could be caught, is caught. Leave it. The Lankans go wild.
Thereby, Sri Lanka defeated England by 100 runs to claim victory in the second test of series and win the second match series 1-0.
They got the final wicket. Sri Lankan seen as the 3 lads.
Incidentally, this is the first time Sri Lanka has won a test series against England on English soil. Although Sri Lanka under the captaincy of Arjuna Ranatunga had won a test in 1998, the series only comprised of a single test. Angelo Matthews was adjudged the man of the match.
The 25th edition of the Sports First Gamta Krida program commenced in the Wategam Educational Zone in Kandy today. Over 1,000 students are expected to take part in the 25th edition of the Sports First Gamta Krida program, which aims to provide a platform for sports men and women from rural areas to hone their skills. The event began today with a long-distance race. The program brings together coaches from a number of sports such as cricket, judo, gymnastics and karate to conduct training sessions at the Valla Ratnayaka Central College and the Patanumura Mahavidyalaya. On that note, we conclude this edition of Lunchtime News. It was a pleasure having you with us. For the news team, I'm Katharina Chang. Have a lovely day ahead.
Hotline 0114-896-896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.